this. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to back. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You could see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. When up in magic, with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic.
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago is fired up. They're saying fly, Eagles, fly, as they get ready to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. Here's the former Cornhusker Brett Maher to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
There we go, Pac-Man. 120! You must be getting tired of seeing me. 57. Here, see it. 48 months.
I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And right away, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Working from the gun, Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, 4, Tokyo!
35. I got one.
Shorty. Here, shift. Lynch 5-3.
They do go for it. It's Wentz. And this is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Kill.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Go, 46. Go, get out there. Kill. Tighten up.
On second down, Elliott. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
Check right 54. Right 54.
Kill. 47.
Check the backer. Mike 5-4.
26.
Third and short yardage, Prescott. And this is caught. It's Cooper. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's first and goal.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. Third down conversion here is big. Now Elliott. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Check. Watch 54. Come on.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on third and goal.
What we got? Under.
Mike 5-4.
Gun. 26.
Here's Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. Defense didn't budge on third down. Now what are we going to see on fourth?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Able to put this one through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held him to... And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Tyrone Crawford in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. To try again after the sack. Wentz. Dancing to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. Now Wentz on 3rd down. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. The sack by Robert Quinn. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Wentz. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Robert Quinn. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. And a failure on 4th down on the other side leads immediately to a 1st and goal.
He's checking.
This is Elliott. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
We're going to 54. Go. Get out there. Mike, 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Come on, boy.
They'll try again with Elliott. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0, our score.
Yeah, baby.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal. Well, if this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
The kick by Maher is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Well, partner, let's take a quick look ahead to Week 8. A couple of exciting matchups. Carolina at undefeated San Francisco, and then Green Bay and Kansas City on Sunday night. That should be a fun one.
It should be. In Green Bay, Kansas City, a rematch of the first ever Super Bowl that was played. Green Bay winning that one in Los Angeles at the Coliseum. But that Carolina-San Francisco game is so intriguing to me because to me it's a battle of defenses. Carolina's defense is playing at a high level, but is anyone playing better defense in San Francisco outside of New England? I would say no.
And then also Seattle at Atlanta, and I bring up that game because, gosh, if the Falcons lose, Dan Quinn might not have a job.
Yeah, and that's true, and I hate that because DQ is one of the best guys you're going to meet. And it was just 2 years ago, his team was in the Super Bowl. But right now they're 1-6. And if they lose to Seattle, they're facing an open week, and there'll be a heavy discussion and a job referendum on him at that point.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here we go. Please. 120. Here we go, D.
6 guys. Check it.
Bunch.
Switch. Hey, alert 3.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra that extra emphasis on it got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
Check the call.
Shotgun now for Wentz. There goes a deep ball, end zone. This is caught. A big play there just before halftime. 51 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get... And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Jordan Howard taking it in as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Power running by Zeke. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
At their 49-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They run the counter. Pollard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That 2nd down play nets a -4. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
It's just me and you.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Well, this is simply a great read by a defensive back. It's 3rd and 10, so he sits right on where the yard-to-gain marker is, knows it's going to be a route around that distance, makes his read, breaks on the football, and makes a terrific play.
They'll run on 1st down. Scott, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. They go again with Scott. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Completes it to Aguilar. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Elliott. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game. and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Dak finding his tight end Witten, and the Cowboys have a first down. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
I got you, pop. He's coming. Double up, double up.
Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead. You have to stay in bounds and run that clock. Coaches, that'll drive them crazy.
Sacrifice a yard or two if you have to. Just go down, in bounds, keep that clock going. It's almost like he was caring more about his fantasy stats than it was about winning the game, and that has to drive a coach crazy.
Prescott gets this to the tight end, Jarwin. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 15 yards on the play, first down. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll run with Elliott. Jalen Mills in on the stop. But the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They go to Elliott again. The 20. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 46 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On 2nd down now, it's Scott. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey, watch the 82, 82.
54. Mike 54.
From midfield, here's Wentz. Aguilar has it. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big 30-yard play on third. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he finds Howard complete. Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differerential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
They start on the ground with Elliott. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. A 20th carry here for Elliott. He stiff arms him. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game.
Slam. Tight dog. We're going to 53. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Watch the twist. We're going to 54. Why
On 2nd down, it's Elliott. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Here's Prescott. He's got the connection to Cooper. And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the first down marker. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it.
All day, every day, any day. Kill.
They'll run it with Elliott. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
Go. Here we go. Coming. Here.
To throw is Wentz. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Byron Jones on the coverage.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Shoot. Watch the eye. 46 down, man, 5-4. 3 buzz. 35's the mic. Hey, Foxtrot. 35, Mike, 35. Hey, over here.
One final try now for Wentz. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Jake Elliott on for the field goal.
And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From Philadelphia, good night, everybody.